I did make it home from Northside Hospital. And of course, in last video, I let you all know that about the stage 3 cancer and that. But one of the things I want to put in the video and put out there is that care at Northside Hospital is beyond outstanding. Those people there that took care of me up there on the 6th floor in Northside Hospital, you cannot expect any better care. You can't even imagine the kind of care that those people actually give and how much it comes from their heart. They're not there for their paycheck. They're actually there for wanting to help people. And you can just see it in how they treat people. And couldn't expect to even think that I was going to get that kind of care in the hospital. They bent over backwards tenfold to do anything that they possibly could do just to help. I mean, they were there at every beck and call. They were almost begging for me to give them something to do to help. And those people up there were awesome. I'm still rather upset with DeKalb Medical, with Grady, and with Emory for not catching all of this back several years ago when I went into those hospitals with this same problem. Because if they would have just went and did the testing that Northside Hospital did to find out that I had this mass in my colon, they could have actually took care of it back there and then, and I wouldn't have to be going for chemotherapy in a couple months after I get done with healing up from surgery. They could have caught it way before it ever hit stage 3, because I was down at those hospitals years ago for that same problem. But all they cared about was getting me out the door. They didn't want to find out what the problem was. But back to Northside Hospital. Those people, I can't stress enough how great they were at taking care of me, doing anything I possibly needed. They're awesome. They're great. I don't know what to say, but there is no words out there to express how great they are. And yes, I'm still new at this video thing. I'm still nervous in front of the camera. Hopefully after a few more videos that'll go away. I did notice on that first video I made that after I talked for a while it got easier and easier and easier. But yeah, I'm still real nervous. I'm here at the house now, and unfortunately I'm not allowed to drive, or heck, I can't even walk very well because how they had to do the surgery. So I got 2 months of healing from surgery, and then I got at least 6 more months of chemotherapy. So pretty much this year is crap because I can't do anything really this year, and it's down the toilet. And if those other 3 hospitals, if one of them would have done what they should have done and did the testing that Northside did, all I would have had to do was have the surgery to get rid of the mass in my colon before it got to my lymph nodes. I wouldn't be going through the chemotherapy. I would have had this taken care of years ago. I mean, it just makes me so mad that there's hospitals out there that they just want to get you out the door. They don't care how you are, or even if you survive. I mean, after 3 hospitals and none of them willing to do anything, I had actually given up. I figured I was going to die from whatever it was, and I was right. I mean, if I would have continued and not gone to Northside Hospital, that would have killed me, and it probably would have killed me this year. But lucky I luckily I did go to Northside Hospital, and they did what they're out there to do. They found out what was wrong, and then after surgery and during surgery, I got some of the best care you could find in Atlanta. The Dr. King, my surgeon, she has been great from the time that I've met her. She has done everything she possibly can. All the nurses, technicians, everybody up there on the sixth floor in Northside Hospital. It was awesome. They did anything. One night I was having shivers and shaking and wound up with a fever. And I mean, there was probably like 5 different people that came in and was doing everything they possibly could, because I wound up with a fever. And then even after the night shift left and day shift come in, it was the same thing as night shift. I mean, I had a group of people there making sure that even though fever was gone, make sure that it wasn't coming back, and everything else. And they were constantly making sure I was okay. And last night I was there, they were so gentle. I actually was asleep, and apparently somebody came in and took blood while I was actually asleep. And I didn't even know they did it while I was asleep. And I didn't know until I woke up the next morning, and that's when I found out. But I'm going to go ahead and end this right now, because I don't know how to splice these videos together. And unfortunately, we have a kitty cat with a... Okay, well, he's getting down, so we're fine. But today we have a kitty cat that sprained his leg, and he was having trouble because he was laying up here with me. But he actually managed to get down to my feet. So, yeah, we've had some bad news also after I got home. Had some good news, too. The bad news after I got home, a friend of ours, Larry, his wife unfortunately died last week. So we got a funeral to go to Friday. And the good news is we have another friend that actually they're out getting tuxes and everything for a wedding for their son. The wedding, I think she said, is in April. So we've had some good news and bad news this week. And I know this channel, when I set it up, is not for what is going on right now. This channel, when I set it up, is actually for me videoing a lot of the projects I want to do. And unfortunately, because of my health issues right now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any of the projects this year at all. I know I'm not going to be able to do them for the next 2 months. But after that, then I start the chemotherapy for 6 months. And I'm going to have to see how chemotherapy affects me. Because for some people, it just affects them for a day and they're back to normal. Some people, during the whole time that they're taking chemotherapy for 6 months or so, they are so sick they can't do anything. So I don't know how it's going to affect me yet. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to any of these projects this year or not. I really hope I can, but I might not be able to. But I wanted to keep anybody that does come to the channel and does subscribe and do whatever you do to keep updated from the channel, get their updates. And that's where we're at right now. But again, Northside Hospital, if you're in Atlanta and you need to go to a hospital, go to Northside. Do not go to Emory. Do not go to DeKalb Medical. And do not go to Grady. They do not look out for your best interest. They just want to get you out the door, send you the bills, and collect the money. Where Northside, they are there to help you. They're not there just for the money. They are there to help you. They're there to keep you alive. They're there to cure you. They're they're there for you, not just to get paid. So again, the people at Northside Hospital are the greatest as far as I'm concerned. And I recommend them with 5 stars and above. Okay, well, like I said before, I have no idea how to edit these things. So I'm going to go ahead and end this right now. If you found this channel, go ahead and do that subscribe and bell thing and that. And I'm working with another friend that's in California. Unfortunately, I'm in Georgia, but he's out in California, and he's trying to help me figure out how to do all this stuff and how to try and gain traction to get people to come and video or watch the videos. So hopefully we get people watching more of these videos and actually finding the channel. So everybody out there, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.